right. We good? Hello, hello, test, test, test. Let me see. Audio looks good. Video is good. All right, what's up, guys? 106. This is a rare back-to-back stream, but as per request of the people, here we are. Uh-oh, here we go. Cowboy Mitch, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. How is everything, Cowboy? How's your week? My music is super low. Maybe it's just this playlist. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so anyways, if you guys missed it, we had a pretty fun stream yesterday. The chat was lit. It was a lot of laughs, a lot of good times. And so a bunch of people are asking me today if I was able to do a stream. And so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So let's run it. So if anyone is watching the replay of this stream, I'm sorry I don't have a pretty concrete schedule for this thing, but the next one is probably going to be Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern, Thursday at 9, and then again, one on the weekend. If you want to get the notification for when I go live, you can click the bell button so you get the notification and hit all, or you can join the Discord. We have a Discord server where we just, shoot the shit, just talk. So you can join that. There's a link in the description below. And yeah, the Discord's growing. It's fun. Before there was like 8 people. I think now we have 20. I want to say 20. But yeah. Doing good. Just got back from Legoland. Oh, wow. That's the place where there's just a bunch of Lego everywhere, right? And you can just build things. We used to have one here in Toronto. I don't know if it's still there. But I remember going to Legoland as a kid. And we also had a Nintendo pod or dome or something like that. And it was a lot of fun. Good childhood memories. Have you ever done cosplay? No. I enjoy anime, but I'm not a cosplay person. That's like the dressing up as anime characters, right? I went to a card convention, I want to say a month or two ago, for basketball cards, hockey cards, Pokemon cards, that type of stuff. And then in the back corner of the convention, there was a cosplay runway or show or dance off or something. So I went over there and I went exploring and I watched that. I found that pretty interesting. So people were really getting into it. I could only recognize like maybe a handful of the cosplay, what do you call them, outfits? Costumes? But yeah, anyway, it was interesting. I'm thinking of joining a charity group called the 501st Legion. They use screen accurate costumes and visit children's hospitals and local events to do pictures and stuff. Wow, that's cool. I like that. That's nice. So they do something for the kids, right? Yo, that's dope. Because not only is that good for the kids, but also for a brief moment in time, you'll take their mind off of their ailment. And that's everything for a child, right? That moment of distraction. If you can provide that alleviation of their pain and put a smile on their face, that's an awesome thing, my friend. Star Wars theme? All right, Luke Skywalker. What other characters are there in Star Wars? Luke, Han, Leia, Yoda? Just something that I've been looking into that my friends do. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, why don't you join them? If they do it already, that seems pretty cool. Just join in. It's always nice when people do stuff for kids, Especially sick kids, like a children's hospital. Man, that's tough. That's real tough. Because that's one of the saddest things in the world, right? When when a child has some type of disease, man, just heartbreaking. The costume is pricey. Oh man, I'd imagine. I know some people, they make those from scratch, right? Like they make their own, but that's pretty intricate and difficult. Like how would you even do that? You would need a sewing machine or something? But how much would it cost? Now, looking at a screen accurate Mandalorian. Oh, Mandalorian costume. About $1,900. Oh, damn. So 2 G's to be the Mandalorian. That's like Boba Fett, right? Like the bounty hunter guy, the helmet. Dang, yo, 1,900? Oh, dude, that's a lot. Etsy's my go-to place. So I'm paying for people's time. Dang, dude. Yeah, that's a lot for a costume. But what is screen accurate? What does that mean? Does that mean it's like a replica? Or it looks just as good? Screen accurate. So I'm assuming a regular costume would be like a Halloween costume, but a screen accurate one, it would look legit, like super legit. Because it must be, right? If it costs $1,900, it better damn look good. I don't know anything about this stuff. Basically a replica of what you see in the movies. Oh, wow. Okay. So you're going to be a real Mandalorian. Dude, that's pretty cool. A Halloween costume wouldn't cut it. It has to get approved by the charity group leaders. Oh, wow. So they have a standard of quality? Damn. Okay, so no bueno for the Halloween costumes then. You can't half-ass it or cheap your way in. You gotta come legit. Oh, that's wild. Yo, Ray, what's up, Ray? How you doing, bro? What's going on? How's your evening? The Discord's been lit lately. Our boy Lee and Mitch posted all kinds of stuff. I not woke up, but I looked at it this afternoon. I'm like, yo, what is going on? There was so much to read to catch up on. Huge standards, sadly, but also good, I guess. The Star Wars fans are toxic at times. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Star Wars people are pretty serious. They can be, what's the right word? Elitist? I could see that. Lee's on some shit. Lee's like a 4chan bot or something. I blame that on sleep deprivation. Oh yeah, you worked like a 12-hour shift, right, bro? Crazy. Lee face reveal. Lee's a wild guy. So we're trying to figure out if Lee is an AI, if Lee is a bot, if Lee is some like programming, some code that's become sentient. Is Lee American? No, Lee is Canadian. He lives super close to me. We found out, just hilarious. So we're pretty much both in Toronto. New video today uploading. Oh, let's go, Ray. Just keep recording, keep posting. That's all you got to do, bro. Lee is Korean. Jorian. Star Wars elitists stay eating Mountain Dew Code Red flavored Cheetos. What is that? Mountain Dew Code Red flavored Cheetos? I know Cheetos are chips. Isn't Mountain Dew a drink? There's a Mountain Dew flavor for Cheetos? What the hell? Yo, you Americans, bro. Mountain Dew Code Red Cheetos. Is this real? Or do you mean they're drinking Mountain Dew and eating Cheetos? What the heck is all this? I don't even know what's going on. Oh, Sam, what's up, Sam? Sam, not Sulek. That always makes me laugh. Oh, you made it up. Okay, so I was gonna say, like, what the hell? I'm so gullible. My 1-2 hour meditation. Yo. I don't know how you guys can do those prolonged meditation sessions. They're so difficult. I struggle with even just doing 10 minutes. Mountain Dew Cheetos are real? They didn't last a month? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Mountain Dew Cheetos. I'm super curious now. Oh god, that looks disgusting. I can't even remember the last time I even tried Mountain Dew. It's like lemony, right? Or something? That's definitely not my drink. Sam Harris. Sam Harris gets a lot of flack, but I enjoy listening to that guy though. Back to the drawing board, you pass the torch to Lee. Oh. It's all in your head. It's not that hard. Yeah, the other thing too, it's not that it's just hard, but I can't get like 10 minutes of peace usually without something going on. That's the hard thing. Either the kids are screaming or something's happening. We could talk about it on stream later if you want. Yeah, I'm down. I'm always welcome for more tips. I think the only time that I'm ever able to get like a meditation session done is first thing in the morning when I wake up, because everybody's asleep. But the problem is that my son, he usually wakes up an hour after me, so I always wake up first, and he always wakes up an hour after me. So I have like an hour window to do stuff, but usually for me, that's like my morning routine, coffee, stretching, like that type of stuff. And then I generally just get straight to work. I struggle reading the freshener spray can while I take a dump. Let alone meditating for an hour. Yo, you can't read the Febreze can while taking a deuce, bro. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Don't think about the time. That's what will mess you up. You need to be in a quiet room. Oh, wait. See, that's a problem, though. I don't have a quiet room, really. That's the only problem. Because, well, I guess I could go in the garage, maybe? I don't know. But then it's freezing in the garage. It's just... Because the way that I usually do it is, if I'm feeling all in my head, all in my mind, just thinking too much, I'll sort of stop in the morning and then I'll do like a 5-minute session. I just relax, clear my mind, and that's what I usually do. but the prolonged ones are pretty crazy. I had my nephew review the Cheetos Mountain Dew. He has never forgiven me. Oh, ew. God, that sounds so gross. Oh, Shin. What's up, Shin? How you doing, bro? How's your streak going? I don't think 5 minutes is enough. Yeah, it's definitely not. But for me, it's just like, I'm not trying to get the full benefit of it. It's just when I'm too busy in my mind, I just want to calm down and do like a little quick one to reset myself. Because here's the thing, like I have an hour in the morning, right? So I got to get to my morning routine. I got to do my stretching, but I try to finish as much of my work as I can before the kids wake up, because as soon as the kids wake up, it's all over. I can't edit anymore. I can't record any voice. I can't do anything, right? It's too hard. I can maybe edit and have them down here, but then they just go crazy. So that's a tough thing about trying to work at home or do anything at home when you got little ones. Didn't you make a video on meditating daily? Yeah, so I think I was doing 30-minute sessions. So the thing there, Ray, is that was at my old house when it was just me and Tina. So we went from, there's just two of us, and that was it. Now there's now there's 5 people in my house now. So like that's what I mean. It just went from peace to chaos. I think I replaced my casino addiction to visiting brothels. Oh, dude. Jesus. Is that worse? I'm living in anxiety of STDs every day now. Streak is still alive, giving 5 months. Okay, so at least there's something positive in that. The streak is still going good, but holy shit. You replaced one chaotic habit with another one. It's like 2 wrongs don't necessarily make a right. It's oh shit. You replace gambling with a brothel? Oh god. Damn, bro, that's you live a wild life, my friend. Can't you get into like soccer or hockey or basketball or computer games or Netflix, like something that's far less detrimental to your life? But dang, a brothel, that's wild. I guess I have no advice for that situation. Get tested and try to find some other type of hobby. I don't know, man. That's wildness. Maybe deep inside I'm self-destructive. Well, there's definitely some disruptive tendencies there. Like, I'm not like judging you, but brothel is a brothel, right? But you could be using that time with something way more productive. Could be, I don't know, going to the gym, working on your physical health, reading books, working on your mental health, going out to, I don't know, some type of clubs or sporting events to work on your social skills and health. Like, there's so many other things that are way more beneficial, right? That you could utilize that time with. Brothels are legal here in Singapore. The girls are tested every 3 months or so. Dang. That's crazy. You want to come on, Ray? Okay, so we can test it. You want to come on with video? I want to test having someone on with video. Let me know if you're down for that. You can use your phone or whatever. Because I think I figured out how to do it. It's just so complicated. Can I? Yeah, Mitch, you can come on after. I need to figure out. Let me get this to work with one person first. Let's walk before we run. Because remember last time for AMA 100, it didn't even work. No video yet. I just go out of my human suit. Okay, you want to just do audio? We can just do audio if you want. I just got out of my human suit and in reptilian form. Takes time to put the suit back on. Hashtag shapeshifter. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we can just do audio at first, Ray. Oh, Simon, what's up, Simon? I'll go video for a few minutes if you want. Okay. Okay, well let's get Ray. Ray, you want to come on, do audio, and then after Ray, Mitch? I'm down for that. Who works tomorrow? We should all call off and hang out here. Oh, I just spit everywhere. Yeah, I work tomorrow. Okay, let me give you a link. Let me turn down the music. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link in Discord. And then see if you can join it without camera. Like I need to test out if any of this stuff works. Because if this, I don't know what it's called. It's called Video Ninja or something. So apparently this works with OBS. Let's become millionaires, cowboy. Is it cool if I'm only video for like one? Yeah, that's fine. I just need someone to test video with me one time. And then we can just do audio only. Because I also have this other scene that I want to try out. Because it'd be cool if it works. But yeah, so we'll get Ray on for a bit, and then we'll do Mitch. Uh-oh, the Sharingan is here. Sasuke, what's up? Madara. What's going on, Red? How you doing, bro? How's your Sunday? Can I show my Hobbit feet on video? It may get you some subs. Oh, I think we'd be attracting the wrong, the wrong type of subs. You want people in the chat who are into Hobbit feet? Oh man, the stream has already been wild enough. This has been like chaos. No, Red just got here too. Red joins. First thing he hears is Hobbit feet. Attracting more subscribers with Hobbit feet. Oh my god. You guys are wild. That's funny. The last couple of streams were jokes. I was just dying laughing the stories that you guys had or the things that we were saying in the chat. It's so funny. Well, laughter can be like medicine too, right? Okay, can't try. Okay, I'll just do a normal video call with you, Ray. Okay, where's our brother? All right, Colin Ray.
What's up, bro?
Yo, can hear you. All good. Can you guys in the chat? Can you guys hear Ray? Let me know. It should work, I think, because this is the same thing that I did last time. Someone in the chat. Can you guys hear Ray? Okay, Red said audio is good. All right, we're blessed. So what's up, dude? How you been?
So I sound like Dwayne Johnson. That's funny. Oh,
Dwayne
I'm good,
Johnson?
bro. How about you? That's funny.
Guy, I've been enjoying these streams. They've been pretty wild, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, bro. They've been so fun. Like, because honestly, bro, I don't watch any other YouTuber streams like this. Like, I don't really think I enjoy watching or being a part of anyone else's stream. Like, I like how you're pretty you talk with everybody.
Yeah, we don't really have a specific niche, right? It's sort of just open, anything goes. So I guess that makes it kind of enjoyable.
Yeah.
But also, I don't see many YouTubers stream on YouTube though. It's mostly all on Twitch, right?
Yeah. A lot of people watch Kai. You know that dude?
Oh, Kai Cenat, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people watch him. I never really got into watching any of his videos. I never really found them entertaining. He's funny though. I've seen shorts and whatnot.
Yeah, you know what the problem with that guy though? You join his live stream and there's gonna be like 50,000 people in the chat.
Yeah.
And it's like a roller coaster. It just flies, it keeps scrolling horizontally. And even if you type something, it just goes on deaf ears. So I'm like, how is that enjoyable? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Were you going to take the mushrooms today or what, bro?
Yo, you got to give me more notice, man. I have to go through my routine.
Imagine, bro. Dude, imagine like not to put this out there, like this negative energy, but like imagine, bro, like you got raided or some shit like that. How scary that would be. Imagine tripping out. Because there's people like you've seen that happen, right? I see I've seen it happen on people's streams. They just they get raided or some crazy shit happens,
Yeah, it's called swatting, isn't it?
Yeah, they swat them. Yeah.
It's wild because my brother-in-law works in the SWAT division here. So that might be kind of fucked up. He'll be like, what am I doing here? Oh, shit, I come here for dinner on the weekends.
Hey, does he trip? Does he take anything, or is he like more?
Psychedelics, no. I think he does like marijuana stuff, edibles. Really? But that's like all... See, because here's the thing, though. If you are a police officer, I'm assuming you're getting drug tested.
Yeah,
I'm assuming. Definitely. But all that stuff became legal here. So I'm guessing they don't test officers for that anymore. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised that's legal up there too. I know it's legal up here in California, but there's still certain jobs that'll test you for it. You'll still have to get tested. Like I know in car sales they had to test you for it.
In car sales?
Yeah.
Why?
They had to test. I don't know. It was just weird. They want to make sure you're not on anything.
But what would be so detrimental that you're high and you can't work properly?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was an issue, at that dealership, because I know when I used to work there, some of the detailers would actually be like, dude, they'd be stoned. Like I had this one guy, because I sold a car, right? Because you sell a car and you take it out in the back and they have to wash it and all that, right? The detailers wash it for the customer.
Yeah.
and they bring it back to you. So I sold this one car and I took it out back and I told this guy like, hey bro, it was sold. So they know what to do after that. They clean it up, they wash it up and everything. They do what they have to do. And dude, this guy he was high as fuck, dude. I don't even think he was on weed. I think he was on something else. But when he was finished, bro, he took the car. He didn't even bring the car.
Oh my
He didn't even bring
God.
the car to me. He parked it back. He parked it back on the lot, and I was all confused. And when I went to go look at the car, he didn't even wash it, bro.
Oh
And then I
my
walked out
God.
back. I walked out back, and I was like, bro, like what happened? And then he was just like there, just talking to himself. And he's like, dude, because he kept telling me he kept seeing the manager. The manager was talking to him, but I was like, bro, I'm not like I wasn't the manager. I was the salesperson, and he was confused. Like he was on
Oh,
something,
he was
bro.
paranoid.
He was No, he was tripping out hard. Like he was hallucinating. He was seeing something else.
Oh my
But he
God.
didn't even clean the car, bro. He parked it back at the on the lot, and it was all dirty. But yeah, he was
Jesus.
tripping out hard, bro. I had to actually wash the car, which was funny. But I waited like 2 hours, bro. Waited like an hour and a half, and he didn't even wash it. I felt bad because when I had to deliver it to the customers, it actually wasn't clean. So it's kind
Oh,
of like
that
a bad.
sucks.
Yeah, it kind of looks bad on your part, you know.
Damn.
But I just had to come up with some excuse and say like, oh, the detailers, there's not enough detailer, so just come back another day and they'll wash it for you. I had to come up with something like that because I'm not gonna say, yeah, our guy in the back is fucking high.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Yeah, but he was on something, bro. I don't know what he was on.
Well, I guess that makes sense because corporations, they definitely don't want their employees to be
Yeah,
intoxicated,
yeah,
right? So fair. Like
yeah,
I get it. I get it. Like you're impaired. You're basically impaired, so you can't do your job properly, right?
yeah.
So it's just funny though. God, guy couldn't even wash a
Cowboy.
car. I wonder what he was on.
If I buy a car, would you rip me off? I'm looking for a new one too. It's depending what you're looking for, bro. I used to sell Hondas. Those are really good cars. That's actually what I have.
Oh, you have a Honda?
Yeah, I have a Civic. They're really fun to drive, bro. Especially the new ones.
Hmm.
You have a Subaru, right?
Yeah, I have a Subaru Forester. I'm gonna sell it in maybe 1 year. I think I have one more year with it. Then I'm gonna get a
Did you
different car.
you financed it or you leased it?
No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought it out like the whole thing. You paid it off.
I think the down payment I put more than half, and the total interest was like $500. I think I paid
I see.
$500 total
I
for
see.
interest.
Yeah.
5.99%. Yeah, I think it was
I see.
5.99.
I see. Yeah, I leased my car, and I don't pay interest. I didn't have a credit. I didn't have to put any money down, so it really worked out for me. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna do like finance it because the interest rate was gonna be super high, bro. So like leasing was like the better option for me. You know.
Yeah, especially now, interest rates are even worse right now. I'd only imagine what
Yeah.
APR is like 8.49. Like it's probably terrible.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, when I worked at the dealership, bro, like you didn't. Sometimes people's banks, the APR, the interest rates were like 8%, but we would give them. You could do like in house financing or finance through Honda Financial, and you would actually get a better interest rate. You could get like a three, I think like a 3.9, a 4.9.
Oh, that's
So we
pretty
were
good.
offering like
Shit.
better interest rates than the banks. So you just have to look around. It depends what dealership you go to.
Hmm.
I'd say shop around if you're looking for a car. Cowboy, you know.
He's asking, would you rip me off? I'm looking for a new one soon.
Nah, bro. Nah, I would never rip people
Cowboy,
off.
yo.
Nah. Bro, I would try to help people out, bro, because I sold a lot of cars to people that made dumb decisions, bro.
Hmm.
Dumb decisions, and I would try to help them out, because I'd feel bad for them, bro. But like sometimes they just what they want is what they want, bro. And I was like, okay, you want the car? You want the car? Like I sold a car to someone, bro, with like the payments were like a 1,200, bro, $60,000 car payment, and then on top of that,
Jesus.
they're trading in a car that they already have. They're already in debt in. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
That's what. See, because I do the same thing every 6 years. So I'll buy a car that comes off a 2-year lease, and then I'll drive it for 6 years until it gets to 200,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles, but that's when I usually jump ship and then I buy a new car that comes off a 2-year lease. That's what I usually do.
I see. I see.
So it's like,
Kilometers, 200,000. So that's like what,
I don't
124,000
know.
miles?
What's that in miles?
I think it's 124K. So
124,000 miles?
100, yeah, in miles, yeah.
Mm.
And that's what, in 6 years?
Yeah, so I find like when I get to around the 8-year mark, the 200,000 kilometer mark for me, all this shit starts going bad. You know what I mean? All these big
Yeah.
repairs start.
Yeah.
So I try to ditch it before then. I use it, get a good trade in, and then
Are
get
the
something else.
Subarus, like, the parts, are they expensive? Because I know for Hondas, bro, the parts are actually pretty cheap. So that's why people like them, and they hold their value pretty well. And they last a long time too, right?
Mm.
I don't know how Subaru really is. I don't know if their parts are, like, expensive, or, like, if the transmission goes out, if that's going to put a dent in your bank account or whatnot.
No, the parts are they're reasonable. Because you have to remember too, I'm in Canada, right? So if you go north from where I live into like the cottage country, all you see are Subarus. It's kind of like Denver. Parts of Denver where there's just people just drive Subarus because of the 4-wheel drive. Right? It's just like here in Canada too. And so there's like a lot of dealerships, parts are reasonable. It's not bad. It's the other cars that are, I don't know, like maybe like BMW or something, or more like the European ones, or
Those
I'm
are
not entirely
expensive, bro.
sure. Yeah, it's more expensive,
Yeah,
right?
parts are crazy, bro.
Yeah, so I'm not I don't care about driving a Beamer. Like I just want something with 4-wheel drive that's reliable, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are up. You have like 4 different seasons. It snows up there, bro. I forget that because I'm in Cali, bro. You have to remember, we don't get that, bro. It's mostly like one season year round.
Yeah, because I have to buy 2 sets of tires, right? I change my tires twice a year. I have the best investment ever is winter tires. Winter tires with a 4-wheel drive car is just the shit. It's so much safer than anything else up here. Oh my god, I'll never go back. I'll never go back to all seasons or summer tires only.
All seasons, yeah. That's what my car is, all season.
But that's fine in Cali though, right?
Yeah,
Cali,
that's fine out here.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's funny, bro.
Yeah, but if up here you do that, you end up in the ditch. Like it's just.
What if it's? What's it like when when it's snowing and you wake up and there's snow all over your car? What do you do, bro? You have to shovel it all off, or what?
Yeah, so brush it all off, or sometimes there's like a thin, thick layer of ice, and you got to scrape it off the windshield. You have to brush off all the snow from the lights. And it takes like 5 minutes for the car to warm up, sometimes even longer. Like it's like frozen, basically, right?
Isn't it annoying, bro? When you have to deal with that?
What's that?
I'd get annoyed. You don't get annoyed by that?
Yeah, it's horrible. That's why so many cars in Canada get stolen in the winter, because people will go out, turn their car on, let it run, go inside, and people will go and jack it, right? It's common here for how cars get stolen, which is kind of stupid.
Oh, wow.
I know, it's different. It's a different place, man. It sucks. And then also, the bottom of our cars, they rust way faster than yours because of all the salt exposure. Yeah, so it's like you have to get the bottom of our car sprayed with that oil. I don't know what it's called. You can get it sprayed, the bottom of it, but just everything rusts here. Because the salt trucks are just wild. They just throw salt everywhere. So the cars get wrecked.
Do people steal those catalytic converters out there a lot too?
Oh,
that's big over here.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah, people steal that over here. Yeah, like crazy.
Like people stealing cars nowadays, it's so much more common than I ever remembered. Like I used to hear it every once in a while, but now in the news, it's all the time. Cars getting stolen off your driveway, like all kinds of shit. Then they're getting shipped to some loading dock and they go overseas to some next country. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, bro, it's really big in San Francisco. That's why when I was in San Fran, bro, I was kind of like a little, like, careful when I took my car out to the city because San Francisco, bro, it's super like I don't know, it's super big. Well, it's not. It's like can't really park anywhere. You know, your car.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
it's pretty hard to like it. Yeah, it's just super small in the sense. Big city, but like the city itself, it's just everything's so tight. You know, so it's just hard to find parking and whatnot. That's why everyone takes like the train stations, the BART.
Oh, okay. Wait, so
Yeah.
do you live in San Fran?
No, I went to visit a
Oh, you go to visit.
couple months
Okay.
ago. Yeah, I go to visit. Yeah.
Because I've
Yeah.
been to LA and I think some other
LA is
places
more
like,
congested.
yeah, it's crazy people there.
It's
Like, the amount
crazy.
of people, oh my God. That
Yeah.
traffic is wild.
San Fran is more laid back. It's there's less traffic. Like I didn't really have an issue with traffic when I was out there, which is what I really liked. It's not as bad as LA because LA, bro, you'll be in a traffic jam for a couple hours, bro. Just if you want to drive 20 minutes away, bro, it's gonna take you like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours just to get there, bro. Like no joke.
Damn. Yeah, and LA
It's so
is like a
annoying.
driving city. Like you gotta kind of
Yeah,
drive, right?
yeah,
God, that's crazy,
yeah.
dude. Holy. Yeah, because when I was there, I'm like, yo, what is this? Like there's just I was on some highway. It was like a 6 lanes, seven. It was like this massive highway, and it was just bumper to bumper on
Yeah.
like a Wednesday at noon. I was like, how does this make any sense? And then I saw tires, like I don't know, ripped up, shredded tires all over the place on the side of the road. I'm like, what is that?
It's funny.
I was like, what the hell is that? Why is all these like busted up tires and rubber everywhere?
So you've never been to San Francisco before, then?
No. Oh, Factory. What's up, Factory? Who's on? Ray. Ray is on. Sorry,
You'd have
this.
to go sometime, bro. It's pretty. I mean, I liked it. It's pretty fun. I went to the Warriors game. I think I told you about it. Watched the Warriors and Spurs. It was the IST game.
Oh, Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State versus San Antonio. It was a in season tournament.
Oh, damn! I would love to go see a Golden
That's
State
when
game or a Laker game or something. Fuck, that'd be sick.
that's when I was on LSD that day. I took LSD in the city,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then
You told me.
I ended up going to the Warriors game like the last minute. It wasn't even planned, bro. It was just like, let's go. So it lasted 8 hours, the trip.
Damn, that's nuts. Oh, Red says that's normal for SoCal traffic. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Man, what if you have to commute to that every day? That's crazy.
You have to wake up early, bro. So you have to go a couple hours earlier. That's the thing.
Damn.
Just to beat the traffic.
If you start at 9, do you leave at what,
You
like
have
7:30?
Yeah, 7, maybe 6:45.
Oh my God, 6:45?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's when you have to leave the house. You're gonna have to wake up earlier, just to get ready or whatnot. Take a
yo,
shower,
that's wild.
depending on what you work in. But yeah, you have to get up pretty early.
Damn, that's I want no part of that shit, man.
Yeah. Is Toronto like more chill? Is it more laid back?
So, in my opinion, Toronto is just like LA, but it for a far stupider reason. So what Toronto did is they're removing the lanes for cars and turning them into bike lanes. So if you go to downtown, like where the Toronto Raptors play, for example, if you go on any of the main roads, usually it's 2 lanes in all directions. Now a lot of those main streets, it's just 1 lane and a bike lane. And it's like, you would think it's to accommodate cyclists, right? But Toronto has a pretty good subway system, so they're trying to deter people from driving. So it's almost like they make it purposely worse to drive. And so my brother
Oh, I
lives
see.
downtown, and when I drive there, I get to his place, and right in front of his apartment, it's like one of the busiest streets in all of downtown Toronto. He's right at Koreatown, and it's 1 lane, and it's just chaos. It's so, I don't even know how to explain it. It's infuriating because, okay, bike lane, right? Sure. But we have the winter. Like, who's riding their bike in the snow? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, if it's California where you have amazing weather, okay, I can see how a bike lane makes sense. But Toronto, when it's raining, it's snowing, there's fog, there's hail, there's ice. why do you need bike lanes everywhere?
Hey,
So it's so dumb.
who's to blame? Olivia Chow?
Yo, Lee. Yo, Lee's to blame.
Olivia Chow. Have you
Olivia
met with her
Chow.
yet? I know you guys were gonna go on
No, not yet. I gotta
lunch.
find one day. I'll go get lunch with him or something before work. But I've just been too busy lately.
He needs to come on stream again, bro. I've been wanting to talk to him. He's kind of been ducking.
Yo, it was so hard to talk to him on this stream because there was like this delay. I felt so awkward. I didn't know what to do. There's all these like long pauses in between the speech, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
this is cool. Shit.
Yeah, so Toronto sounds similar to San Fran. Yeah, it's pretty hard to just drive through the city in San Francisco. So yeah, they have like their little subway systems or their little train stations. That's how you could get around the whole bay. Super cool. You go through Oakland, you could go through Richmond, San Francisco. Yeah. So
Oh, that's sick.
yeah. But it's a lot of sketchy people that are sometimes on there.
Oh,
Gotta
dude,
be
100%. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, people sleep on those things too, bro. You'll see homeless people just sleeping on there. That's how they
Sleeping
get
on
their
what?
rest on the BART, the train stations.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
yeah, it's called BART, so it stands for like Bay Area Rapid Transit. That's what it is.
Oh, I see. BART. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's an acronym.
Yeah, that's what they call it. So
See, it's interesting because we're getting this homeless population problem too, but in the winter they'll die. So it's like they can't be out there all year round, right? So eventually it gets to a point where they have to go to a shelter or they have to go somewhere, right? But if you're in San Fran or out in California and you have that beautiful sun, you could be a homeless guy 365 days a year, right?
yeah, you know what's crazy? Actually, I remember. So the day I took LSD, right? I took the train station, and I was in Oakland. I was like in the Oakland area. So from Oakland, it took me to San Francisco, right? So I was in the downtown San Fran, and when I got off the train station, bro, and I'm walking up, and I'm in the city, I remember like this is the first thing I see. I just see like I think it was a person that overdosed on fentanyl, and I'm seeing
Oh,
this as I was
fuck.
fucking tripping, bro. And there's a whole group of people around, like trying to wake him up. He has a dog with him, and the dog was barking. He was barking at the people, but the dude just wouldn't wake up, bro. And then next thing you see is like the paramedics coming and they take him. But I'm pretty sure, like you could tell he was a homeless person. I'm pretty sure people were saying like he was the overdosed, and my guess is fentanyl because that's really big up there. But that's literally the first thing I saw when I was on my trip, bro.
Oh my God.
That's
You
why I
see
said it was
someone
like
OD?
overwhelming. That's
That's
why I said it was
crazy.
overwhelming. And then I saw this one guy, bro. He was just slumped on the middle of the sidewalk, like just slumped. Like it almost, how it was a homeless person, but when someone gets knocked out, they get knocked out cold.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. It looked like someone that just got knocked down. He's just on the sidewalk, just laying there, not moving. But I think he probably overdosed on something too. I mean, that's my guess. It was just some homeless guy. So it's crazy, bro. Just the stuff that you see, and it's crazy because people would just walk past him, bro. Nobody cares. People are just walking over him, like nobody's trying to help or anything. It's just another normal day. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's a product of cities with large populations. It's just the value of each human being goes down because there's so many people and then no one cares. It's funny though, because when I go visit my parents, right, they live in the middle of nowhere in like a city of 800, maybe there's 800 people in this little town. And there it's like everyone knows each other. You see some random dude walking down the street, you wave, you say hi, you see some lady gardening, she looks up, and it's just a completely different vibe because there's so much less people. So then it weirdly adds value to your life. But in the city, when there's like millions of people, like people just walk over a dead body and they might never know, right? So it's really sad. But the fentanyl thing is what really scares me because it
Yeah.
seems like a tiny, tiny dose will just end your life. And that's
Yeah.
terrifying because it could be
Yeah.
anything that's laced with it, right?
Anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That's
isn't
why
it
when we did,
also, you can't like see it or smell it? Like, how do you even
yeah, no,
detect fentanyl, right?
you
You
can't,
can't.
bro. It could be on your dollar bill, bro. You won't even, it's just like a little white powdery substance, bro. And sometimes people see that and they'll smell it without really knowing what it is. That's why you have to be careful. You have to be educated on those things, you know? It could be in anything. It could be even laced in the psychedelics that you take, like the LSD. Like we test all our
Oh,
stuff, bro.
man.
Like when I did the DMT and the LSD, we
Yeah.
test it to make sure that it's not laced with anything.
Damn. That's crazy. Holy shit. Hold on. Red says, yeah, people are desensitized to the homeless now, me included. I think it's a mix of a lot of the shit the media spews combined with the actual crazy shit that's happening that's not getting covered. Yeah, I'm desensitized to it as well, because if I'm downtown and I see some homeless dude, I won't even look twice. I'll just walk right by them as if nothing's happening, right? Because it's just so normal.
Yeah.
But it's so sad, right? Because that's someone's baby. That was a child at one point in their life,
Yeah.
right? They have a family somewhere, and fuck, dude. But what can you do? Because what are you gonna do? Help everyone? You're gonna be a hero? Like you're gonna be a white knight of the unsheltered people? But there's hundreds of them. So like, what? Like, how do you
You know
help
what's
them? Right?
You know what's crazy though? Like I think it was a couple months ago. I think it was in November actually, November or October. Was it the Chinese president that I think came to San Francisco, bro? They
Oh
cleaned up
yeah, it
the whole
was.
streets.
Yeah,
Cleaned up
I
the
read
whole
that.
streets. You saw that?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I
cleaned
saw
up the whole
that.
streets, bro.
It's so
Yeah,
corrupt. It's so corrupt. So you had the
yeah.
resources this whole time to clean up San
It's
Fran, and you only did it when Xi Ping or whatever his
G,
name is, he
Lee
comes.
boy.
Lee Bot, yeah, AI.
That's Lee's boy right there, Lee Jang or whatever his name is. Yeah, when he came over, they cleaned up the streets, everything. They got rid of all the tents, cleaned up the whole city. I just thought that was funny.
Oh, it's crazy because we're getting
But
a little bit of that now too, because we opened our borders to pretty much everybody, regardless of like screening. So we're getting this influx of, I guess, immigration, you can say, but there's like nowhere for these people to live. So I'm like, yo, how does this, like, I get it. You want to give people from impoverished countries and communities a chance to come and live a better life, right? That's what the
yeah,
American dream is. And we piggyback off of that as Canadians.
yeah,
But you have to have a place for these people to go to, right? Like, how is that not
mhm,
common sense? Like, I don't understand that. But I don't know.
yeah.
It's crazy, man.
You know what's crazy too about San Francisco? This is another thing that was kind of like that's just shocked me when I saw it. So like a lot of you know, the bus stops where they pick up these kids from that are in elementary school that pick them up to go to school, bro, in the city, it'll be just right by the homeless people. So all these kids every day they have to walk through these
Oh, no.
tents with all these homeless people who are on fentanyl, and dude, it's crazy. It's sad. I'm surprised like the city doesn't do anything about it.
And
Like
that's
imagine
school
your kid having
kids?
to go through that. Yeah, it's the school kids. So the
Oh,
bus stop picks them up. They get picked up right where it's like the tents, all the homeless people at, and where they're all doing all these fucking drugs, crack, fentanyl. Just imagine your kid having to walk through that every day, bro, just to go home or just to go to school, to go to the bus stop. There's videos
Jesus.
on it, bro, that you could see. Yeah, they have videos on it online.
Yeah, that's, I don't even know.
Yeah,
AI is still getting patched. Red. Holy shit. Red just said, I guess he means Lee's AI is still getting patched.
he's
Yo,
on
Lee is
ChatGPT
wild,
3.
bro.
He's on GPT 3. He's not on the fourth.
GPT-3.
He hasn't updated his software.
Oh, man. I was wondering, was he using like a text-to-speech thing
That's what it
during the
sounded like,
stream,
bro.
right?
I won't lie. That's what it sounded like. I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what me and Mitch said. We were talking about it the other day. Like it sounded like he was using a text to speech.
Shit. Oh, so bad. Sorry, Lee. Sorry, we're clowning you.
At least a good guy. I want to talk to him just to make sure, just to know.
Oh, it was just hilarious. That stream was the best. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah, it
talking
was fun.
shit. Mitch said legendary Lee. That's my guess, bro. It was definitely tech. Okay, so Red thinks it's Texas speech as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Simon said, I used to be homeless 8 years ago because I made bad choices. I got myself out of it. Wow. Damn. So we have someone that knows firsthand. Holy shit.
What bad choices did he make? Was he on did he take any substances? Was he on any drug? Like what was the bad choices that he made that put him in that position?
I don't know. Simon, you're going to have to extrapolate on your story. Shit. Or wait, have you done that before? See this, you know what's hard for me about streaming? You guys will tell me stuff, but sometimes I forget, right?
Yeah.
Because there's too many people. But then for you, be like, yo, I told you that already. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. And I feel so bad that I forgot. That happens to me all the time.
Worries.
All the time. Red said, I swore the dude used the same sentence twice. Shit.
So where's Red from? He's from like San Diego, huh?
I don't know. I know in Cali. I'm not sure where in Cali.
He's been to Hong Kong, bro.
Red's been to Hong Kong?
It's a place in Mexico and TJ. It's like right by
what's TJ?
Right by us. Tijuana. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
It's right by the border.
Yeah, so you have to remember, I know nothing about Mexico, bro. That including Mexican food. What was I trying to say yesterday?
Pozole?
I was like, what the fuck?
You said something totally different, bro.
Yeah. I was like, huh? What dish is that?
Yeah. They don't have that out there? I'm surprised. I'm sure you can find it at the grocery stores, bro. You'd have to make it, bro. You'd really love it.
We have like literally nothing that's Mexican here. There's like nothing, man.
What do they have? Taco Bueno?
Taco Bueno? I don't think so.
No, they have Taco Bell up there.
Yeah, we have Taco Bell. It's ass. Taco Bueno?
It's like a little restaurant, I think, out here in Cali. It's probably in Texas too, but I've seen it out here before.
Nope.
Taco Bueno.
There's a Taco Bell in my city, and like that's it, and a Chipotle.
What grocery stores do they have out there in Toronto?
That you guys would know. We have Whole Foods.
Oh, Whole Foods. Oh wow,
we have
Jeff
Whole
Bezos.
Foods. Yeah.
He owns that. Jeff Bezos.
We shop at, you guys definitely won't have this, Superstore, Real Canadian Superstore.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, so that's like a Canadian chain. We have Walmart, but Walmart is ass.
Oh, Walmart's, it's crazy over here. They have to lock it all up. It's all locked up.
Oh, that's wild, man.
Yeah, people steal.
Ooh, Mucho Burrito. I think we have Mucho Burrito. Mucho Burrito. Let me see. I do some Googling. Yeah, because where I am in Canada, there's. Oh yeah, we have Mucho Burrito.
Mucho Burrito. Never heard of it.
Oh, you never heard of it? Oh, okay, shit. But if you had the Mexican food here, you'd be like, "What the hell is this? It's not good."
Yeah.
Man. It's just because there's no Mexican people here, right? It just because there's lots of like Indian people, Italian, Chinese, like what's all Pakistani is high in our population, or what else? But yeah, like Mexican is like down below, because if you think of where Mexico is, right, or even places like Cuba, when they immigrate north, the U.S. is right there, so there's no reason for them to just keep going through the U.S. to get to Canada, right? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, what? Why would they keep going? They already got to America. Because Canada's worse.
That's a funny way how you put it. Yeah.
Because
No,
like
yeah, exactly.
they would have to travel further north to a worse country,
Yeah,
right? So they just
that's
stay
funny the
in.
way you put it.
Oh, I don't know. That's just the way that I see it.
You guys get a lot of tourists, though. I'm guessing, right? Well, at least from America. You probably definitely get it from like Europe and whatnot. But what about America? You get a lot of people from America that visit Toronto.
Yeah, a lot of our tourists from America come for like the exchange rate. That's like the big thing, right? Because 70, it's like 70 American dollars gets you 100 Canadian, roughly.
Oh wow!
What's the
Oh
exchange
wow!
rate? Let me see. Hold on. USD to Canadian. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. So 100
So
Canadian dollars is 73 US. Yeah. So the exchange rate's amazing for you guys.
I want to actually ask you this question because it's something I've always kind of just just wondered. So when you see a person that's from like a tourist, for example, and you maybe let's say you've talked to one and he tells you he's from America. How do you guys react? Are you guys like disgusted? Because I feel like people have such a bad image on Americans that I feel like if I travel to like let's say Europe, maybe even Canada, and people ask where I'm from, and I say, "Oh, I'm from America." Like I wonder if they're gonna have like they're just gonna be disgusted or something, because I feel like a lot of people have like from other countries they have such a bad image on Americans.
Hmm. So that will definitely depend. So for me personally, I'm very pro American, right?
Oh, I
So
see.
because the way that I think about it is, let's say some country invades Canada, right? Who's helping us? It's the Americans, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys are basically an extension or like a bigger brother to us. And so it was still, fairly similar except for the portion sizes when it comes to food. That's maybe like the biggest difference. But there are definitely a large percentage of Canadians who I wouldn't say hate Americans. It's more like a subtle dislike. It's
It's
not
like I
like
see.
it's not like the Middle East. All these countries where like
Yeah.
Afghanistan where the US has
Yeah.
been in, boots on the ground in wars. A lot of those countries there's like this deep-rooted hate for America. And there's
Yeah.
places in Europe too that hate Americans, right?
Yeah, they'll hold
But
you hostage.
yeah, but it's because you guys have a history, right? There's a
Yeah.
history there, but there's no history like that with Canadians. So there's
Okay.
just like a subtle dislike, but generally, most Canadian people they're pretty
I see.
accommodating.
Okay. I see. So that answers my question. Yeah. I've just always wondered. So just in case if I ever go out there.
But also, you have to understand that in the US, you guys have people that are American. In Canada, there's very few people that are Canadian. It's a huge distinction. It's a massive difference. When I go to the US, I see people that say, "Oh, I'm American. I have an American flag on my house," right? Like they're proud to be American. In Canada, no one really says like, "Oh, I'm Canadian." They're more like, "Oh, I'm Chinese or I'm Japanese, I'm Jamaican, I'm from Norway." Like it's just more like that. No one's like, "I am Canadian." That's not really a
Mm,
thing because the only people that are actually true Canadians are like kind of in the more Midwest. And that's where you get that like Canadian accent. Like, "Oh, what's that, a boot, eh?" Like those type of lumberjack bro, like those type of guys. That's a very, very small minority of our population. So there's like a vast difference between Canadians and in relation to Canada in comparison to Americans in relation to the USA, right? So it's very different.
I see. I see.
Or at least that's what it's like here in Toronto. Because in Toronto, it's just people from, it's like a melting pot or whatever you call it, right?
How long have you been in Toronto for? How many years? You're not from
Uh,
there, right? Aren't you from somewhere else?
so I grew up in Bermuda. So I came to Canada when I was 6. So Bermuda
Mm.
until 5, and then Canada from 6 to now. Yeah. So what's that? 33 years? Yeah, 33 years.
Where's Bermuda? It,
Bermuda's to the far east of Florida, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean by itself.
oh, okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I
You know
just
the
wasn't sure. I
Bermuda
was like, is that a
Triangle?
place in? No, yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, is Am I thinking the same thing he's thinking, or is Bermuda someplace in like Canada or something? Like, yeah,
No.
okay, I see. So yeah, it's down there.
Well, Bermuda is a
You said you're.
fascinating country though, because they use American dollars,
Mm,
so it's kind of cool.
you said your parents are like in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, they're on vacation right now with my brother.
Oh, they're on vacation. I thought they lived out there.
No, no, they're retired, so they're
I
just
was
like
gonna say,
traveling.
damn, Costa Rica.
No, yeah, they went for, I want to say a week. Yeah, they went for a week with my
Week.
brother, and they went to
That's
Costa
cool.
Rica to go check it out.
It's
So
cool.
they're living their dream, work hard your whole life and then retire, and then they wanted to just travel. So I'm like,
Hmm.
good for you guys, right? So I'm happy for them.
That's good. What's your guys' like relationship with your parents? What was it? I should say this. What was it like when you were younger and you were trying to do your own thing? Like, what were they for it? Were they against it? Did they want you to go to school? Like,
Oh, it was
what,
really
what was it
bad.
like?
It was it
Oh, it
was it
was.
was very bad. Yeah. So my mom is Japanese, right? And in most Asian households, there's this
You a doctor?
huge emphasis on education, right?
Yeah.
It's like you have to go to university, you have to get a degree. And then my mom has 5 brothers who are all computer engineers. And so I was supposed to be just like them. And then when they found
Okay.
out that I wanted to drop out, and then eventually I did drop out, and then I wanted to be an entrepreneur, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? You're wasting your life. So it was horrible for many, many years. It was just, I don't know where I had like the courage, or maybe it wasn't courage, maybe it was just sheer stupidity and ignorance to just, for whatever reason, I knew that's not what I wanted to do. And I just
Hmm.
was willing to take the animosity and the arguments, and it was just, it was bad for many years. It was, yeah, it was tough, but everything is good now, right? But back
That's
then,
good.
it wasn't good at all.
I see. Do you like regret not going to school and listening to them? Are you kind of like satisfied with the route you went instead?
So it's interesting because I've thought about this, and I think back at what is the possible outcome, right? Let's say I finished university and I got a computer engineering degree or computer science degree. I'd probably have some IT programming job, with a pretty good salary. But would I enjoy my life? I'd probably be
Mhm.
stuck in some office working a 9 to 5. And I don't like programming at all anymore. I hate all that shit. I love all the
Yeah.
arts. I love anything creative. And so
Hmm.
sometimes I wonder, okay, I'd be a lot better off financially, but would I be happy? And I think the resounding answer would be no. And so I think in hindsight, I'd rather take less money for more happiness, even though I had to go through tremendous heartache and
Yeah.
heartbreak and fighting with my parents and stuff. So I think in the long run, because money, it just comes and goes, right? But happiness, it's so important. Like you realize this later on in life, because I always think back at how many years I wasted at some shitty job in a call center that had people yelling at me on the phone. Like I was so unhappy all those years, and I hated it, right? But it's not until
Yeah.
you find something that you love that life becomes so enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
And so I think I definitely would have done a lot of things differently, for sure, when it comes to business, because I've
Hmm.
failed so many businesses, but also that's part of the learning process too, right? But yeah, I don't think I envy the version of Derek that would have wound up in IT. So I don't. This is not me.
I see. I see. So, what are your views for like your children as they grow up? Do you want them to go to school? Are you saving up for them? Like, how do you? What perspective do you have when it comes to your kids, bro?
So this is interesting because the moment you become a parent, you have these parental instincts that kick in, and then all of a sudden they contradict your own personal beliefs. Because now I'm like, oh, I want my daughter to be safe. I want her to go to school. I want her to go to college. I want her to get a pension with benefits. And I'm like, hold up. That's not what I believe in. That's the exact
Yeah.
opposite of what I did. But then I
Yeah.
realized like that's the reptilian brain turning on as a father. And so I had to kind of think about this. And I was like, if she wants to go, then I'll support it. If she doesn't want to go, I'll support it. But I think the main idea when it comes to education, school, and all this stuff is just the ability to learn. Because I think the school system is outdated. We don't live in a society anymore where you can go to school for 4 years and study a profession in hopes of getting a job 5 years later. Like the world changes so fast nowadays that it's almost better to become really good at learning a new skill quickly, and this idea called the perpetual learner. And it's better to just do that, become really good at picking up with new trends, new skills, learning new things, instead of studying the right thing for 4 years, right? So that's sort of the way that I'm going to teach my kids about, like, school, it's good, but the main reason you're here is this: become a perpetual learner, right? Like, don't stop reading books after school. Keep learning, keep trying new things, right? Because that's what's important. Not just like the grades. Like, I'm not going to care about grades. Okay, you got a fucking C+. Woohoo. Who gives a shit? Like, is the world going to end? No. Like, is my daughter going to hate me or anymore because she gets a C instead of an A? Like, it doesn't matter, right? So I think the key is just learning for me.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with that, bro. Because I was the same way. I just never really, I went to college for like a semester, but how I looked at it is like, dude, I need to go out and like get some real and actual experience. And if I could build my skills up, I was thinking this at like 18, bro. I was like, I guarantee you I could get like a really good job or something. Or I could get like a job that requires a degree, even though I don't have one. But just since I have the skills, I'll be able to get the job over someone else who's coming out of school and he has no experience, but he has the degree in the field. And that's exactly what's happened, bro. So I'm only 20, but I work in the natural supplement with supplements, vitamins, health and wellness. And the job that I do, bro, it's preferred or it's required that you have a degree. Most people do, but I don't have any, bro. And I got the job, and you get paid pretty well to starting. And I got it just because of the skills that I have, the experience. I have the car sales experience. I was in car sales at 19, and then when I was 18, I was working like at a vitamin store selling vitamins and supplements. So I did that for a whole year. So just based off my experience and my qualifications, bro, I was able to land a job that most of the time they look for degrees. So, that's what I always try to tell people, bro. Just going out there and really getting the experience instead of just wasting your time in the classroom for like fucking, 4 years, I mean, if you know what you want to do, yeah, definitely go to school if you know what you want to do. But most people coming out of school, bro, they don't know what they want to do. And they're just wasting their time. They're just wasting their time. So yeah.
I think it's worth it if you're interested in, what do you call it? STEM? Science, technology, engineering, math, or whatever. Like, or if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor.
Yeah, if what you want to do requires it, definitely go.
That totally makes sense. But if you're just going for the sake of going and you want to take economics or business administration
or Parks and Rec.
Like you want to go into massive amounts of student debt. And also what you'll realize, and I see this firsthand because I work at a Fortune 500 company, right? Because FedEx is like a massive... 4chan? Lee?
You work at 4chan?
Lee? 4chan? But these massive companies, they're removing the prerequisite for bachelor degrees for a lot of these jobs. So it's like, hold on. So you want to go into massive amounts of debt for this degree, which is slowly getting phased out of corporate America.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm just like, so it better be either in STEM or in something that you really, really want to do. Then I still think it's beneficial in that sense.
I see. Yeah, no, I agree for sure. Yeah, if like what you want to do really requires you to go to school and you have like a passion for it and you're like, this is what I want to do. Yeah, definitely go for it. That's when I'm for it. But like if you're in school and you're like, oh, I don't really know what I want to do, or you're just going just for the sake of going, or maybe you're just going because that's what's quote unquote normal, or maybe you just go for the women. Like I have a lot of friends that do that. Oh, I just go for the girls, bro.
Oh my
And they
god.
don't really, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
They just kind of go to waste their time, and then a couple of years go by and they're already like 100K in debt, bro. I have friends like that. I know people right now, bro, 20 years old, they're 100K in student debt, bro. That's
Yeah,
so fucking
that's
crazy to me.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck, dude. And then the what they're majoring in only gives them like they only make like 60K a year,
Mm.
max. It's like, fuck, dude, what do you do after that? At that point, you have to like figure something else.
Hmm. But also, I can see the university route being good for someone that let's say they don't know what to do, right? But also they have no interest in anything entrepreneurial at all. So if they're not interested in any other type of business, then it's maybe it's better that they just stay in school and try something until they figure
Hmm.
it out. Because there's a certain amount of people that they're not interested in taking like a massive amount of risk and starting a business or
Yeah,
something crazy like that. So I can see like in the argument in that sense, but financially is crazy because
yeah,
since I dropped out, I didn't have like $100,000 student debt. So I was able to fail at my first like three or four businesses. And then I was able to afford a mortgage to buy a house, right? Because I didn't have that massive amount of debt, right? So there are some positives also when you don't go. Now, if, for example, your parents are paying for your tuition, or maybe you get a scholarship, then go for it. Like I'm all
yeah,
for that. Like if you can
definitely,
do that, hell yeah, jump on that
definitely.
opportunity, right?
Yeah,
But if you got to get student loans, like
yeah. That
fuck, man,
sucks.
that's hard, dude. It's so hard, especially
You know
when
what's
what you're 18.
Dude, that's tough, bro. That's tough. I think that's why I see like a lot of my peers in university. I know a lot of them, bro, who they were never like this growing up. I grew up with these people my whole life. They came from good families, but now you see them, they're in a lot of debt, and so they start going down like a bad route. They start drinking excessively. They start doing like hard, a lot of weed and stuff like that. They start partying every weekend. They start, you know, wasting their money on stupid stuff. And I think it just comes from the stress, bro, the stress that they're in. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
another,
hard.
yeah, that's another thing that sucks. But I will say this: university is good in a sense of building connections, bro. Networking, you get to meet a lot of people. That's what I will say. That's probably one of the good sides of it too. You should get to meet a lot of people, and you could build a lot of networks, and that could open you up also to a lot of future possibilities. You
Yeah,
know?
that's a good point too, because you'll have an
Yeah,
alma mater, you'll have classmates,
yeah.
you'll make friends, maybe go join a
Mm-hmm.
sorority or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's
No,
like
yeah,
lots of
definitely.
pros and cons too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I
For
just think
sure.
it sucks when it's the parents' pride where they want to have a son or daughter that they can show off or brag about to their family. Oh, look at me, my daughter, she got into Princeton and she got to Harvard.
Yeah.
Like that is such a gross thing. Like to put that
Yeah.
pressure on your child when shouldn't you be listening to them? Like what are you interested in? What do you want to do? Not just
Yeah.
force them against their will.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that seems crazy to me. But
Yeah.
parents will be like that, right? Hopefully I don't turn out like that. Then I'll be a hypocrite. Oh fuck.
Yeah. How old are you kids, bro?
My kids?
Yeah, how old are they?
So my daughter's 4 and my son is a year and a half.
Is your daughter in preschool?
Yeah,
Or not yet,
so
huh?
she's in preschool right now, and then September she starts junior kindergarten. So
Oh wow.
I know we were at the school a couple weeks ago for registration, finding out where the buses are. It was like a surreal experience.
Bro, they're gonna grow up so fast.
Yeah, man. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I just in school. Now I'm here for enrollment as a parent. I'm like, all
You
right.
know what's weird? Ever since I left high school, bro, dude, time has gone so quick. It's so trippy when I think like how I
Mm.
was just in school like 3 years ago. It's crazy how fast time goes now, man. It's crazy. Like now thinking like I'm an adult now and have responsibilities and stuff like that. It's just a trip, dude. It's just a trip.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, you
feel
know what?
like
I miss the time with friends because you'll
yeah.
realize that once everyone finishes high school, they do college or whatever, they start a business, they get a job, and then all of a sudden they don't have time to hang out anymore. And I notice this with my childhood friends. I see them like once a year, and when we meet up, it's just like old times. But then you realize the other 364 days of the year, they're completely busy with their family, their career, their work, whatever is going on. And it's almost like you it's not regret, but you kind of miss those days where
Hmm.
you're just hanging out with the boys. You can just go to the mall, you can play League of Legends, you can, I don't know, watch a movie. You can do whatever you want. It's so there's all this freedom and it's fun. But then later
Yeah.
on, you're gonna look back and be like, "Oh shit! I wish I could do some of that still." But it's what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it like for you in your 20s? Because you said you did poker, right? So how long did you do that for? I'm guessing you had like a career. How long was your
It
poker career? How long did it last?
it was 9 years,
Oh,
from
9 years.
19 till 28. Yeah, 9 years.
19 to 28. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
Was it
was.
like a league? I don't even know how it works, but like you said, it was like a professional poker player, right?
So, do you know the World Series of Poker?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that. I
Yeah.
see that on
So
all the time.
I played in that,
Oh,
and
wow.
then I played on PokerStars.com. It's like a poker website. Yeah, like Niagara Falls Casino. Yeah, it was pretty much just like that.
Did you get to travel a lot?
Yeah, I traveled. Where did I go? I went to a couple casinos in the U.S. Went to Vegas numerous times. Went to the Atlantis in the Bahamas. That was a cool casino to go to. But yeah, it was mostly just Vegas.
You
Yeah,
might have,
mostly just Vegas.
you might have played with Lee, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Played with
Imagine
Lee.
you guys were at the same table.
Oh
Dude, that
man.
would be trippy, bro. If you guys actually played against each other
Oh,
and then you guys came across paths again, paths again, like years later on YouTube, that would be so trippy.
that'd be nuts.
Fuck.
I remember the funniest person I played with was that guy William Hung from America's Got Talent or something. It's like this short Chinese guy that sang that Ricky Martin song "She Bangs," and it went super viral because he was so bad. So I played with that guy once, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, "Oh, William Hung," but that was
Are,
probably way before your time.
yeah, bro. I probably don't even remember that, bro. I'm only 20, dude.
Yeah, I know. So don't
I'm
worry, it's
so
all good.
young.
That's funny.
So how does poker work? Do you guys have like teams or are you guys like solo?
No, so it's the only game in the casino where you're not playing against a house. So when you play blackjack, right, you're playing against a dealer. And the casino has an edge where they're going to beat you all the time. But in poker, you sit at the table and there's 9 or 10 guys and you're playing against other players. And then the casino just takes a little bit of money out of the pot every hand. And so if you are a better poker player than the other random dudes that are sitting there, then you can make money. And so if you can make better emotional decisions, better mathematical decisions, better decisions based on probability, feeling, like there's a whole lot of things going on. But
Yeah.
that's basically how it works, where you're not fighting against a casino. You're not fighting against the odds. You're just playing another human being, right? And so I was lucky because when I got into poker, I was 19 and it was a poker boom. And that's when it was like a brand new game and everyone got into it and nobody knew how to play. And so again, I had this idea of being a perpetual learner, right? So I think I bought like 9 different poker books. I read them all. I would deposit my money and I'd go broke. And I was working at a
Oh
warehouse,
wow.
right? Go back,
Oh
work
wow.
at the warehouse, get my paycheck, half of it to whatever, my bills or food, the other half deposit on an online website, play all night, all weekend, lose all my money. And this happened for months and months and months. I just kept losing and losing and losing. But I just kept practicing and studying. And then eventually one day, I had the same amount of money that I deposited just a week ago, and I started breaking even.
Oh
And I was like,
wow.
oh, okay, so I've improved. And then I slowly started winning, and then just like escalated from there. But it was only because, again, I took this identity of being a perpetual learner. When something was new in the market, where no one had the skills, I was willing to put in the work to try to learn the game the best as I can. And that made me a better player than all these other people that were just playing for fun. And so it was very, very profitable in those days. And also, it was in US dollars a lot of the time. And again, you convert US to Canadian. It was
Yeah,
like fucking
it's more.
amazing for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was good.
yeah. Oh
Yeah, so
wow.
that's what it was like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything about poker, dude. That's why I was just asking you because never really got into that. Never got into gambling either. You know,
Hmm.
something I just never see a. I never. I don't really see a point in doing that. I always read the comments how it really messes people up in here, and I've heard some of your stories.
Yeah.
It really mess people up, bro. Really bad. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
pretty.
rough, dude. I've seen fights and all kinds of fucking chaos in the casino. It's just, I've seen people die. It was
Holy
horrible.
crap!
Yeah, someone died at the slot machine. It was fucked.
They
It's
died.
just,
Was it like an argument or like how they? How,
no, there was some lady and she must have won like a mini jackpot and all these bells and whistles and lights started flashing and then she had like a heart attack. And
oh,
she
what the heck?
she
Oh
died at
wow!
the, yeah, and they called the
Holy
paramedic
crap!
and a stretcher, yeah. But then the casino
Holy
just
crap!
kept going, business as usual. I was like,
Yeah,
holy fuck.
they don't care, bro.
Yeah. And I
Yeah, they
had
don't care.
a guy at my table had a seizure once and he like puked everywhere and he was all fucked up because he was playing for like 30 hours straight and it was, dude, it's chaos,
Holy
man.
crap!
Yeah, I have like
Holy crap!
wild stories. It's this, it's not nothing positive though from those stories. A
Yeah,
lot of like darkness, but that's just what it
yeah.
is.
So when did you
Uh,
really get into like self improvement, bro, and all that? Like when did you really start to turn your life around and change? Because obviously you were very different in your 20s compared to how you are now. So what was like the turning point in your life? Was it when you had kids or was it before that?
no, it was well before. So poker started at 19, I think. So it ended at like 27, 28. And that's when I kind of got into like the gym, mostly because, my business failed. And then I was like, what do I do? Because there's no education, there's no job experience. Like I have nothing, right? There's like nothing going on. Um, and so I got into like, fitness, working out, just learning about health. But then just by pure accident, I stumbled into like the mental side. And that's when I got into self-improvement, when I learned about like mindset and discipline and motivation
Yeah,
and work ethic and all
yeah,
these other different things. And that's what really got me interested into this, again, this idea of the perpetual learner, right?
I
It
see.
started reinforcing that idea, buying books, learning about philosophy, learning about finance and business and all these other different things because I was like, I don't have a profession to fall back on. There's no skills, there's no degree. So I need to find one and figure it out. And that's when I was like trying everything, trying all these different businesses, websites and blogs, and everything was failing. And then, videography stuff, YouTube stuff, podcast. It was just like a million things I was trying. I was just trying to find something that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mitch wants to come on. Forgot about our
Okay.
boy.
Mitch Kupchak. Yeah, I have one more question too, bro.
Yeah,
Like, so
sure.
how did when you were starting these businesses and when you were trying all these different things and you said like you said you failed, right? You went through a lot of failure. How did you cope with the failure? How did I mean, I'm pretty sure when you first started experiencing that, it probably really messed you up. It had a mental toll on you. But as you probably got used to it, like what worked for you? Did you have certain strategies that helped, or what did you do?
So it's kind of funny because I was a little naive. Basically, every business that I started, I always thought that this was the greatest idea in the whole world. And generally, I'm pretty overconfident. It's probably one of my flaws. And so I was like, yeah, this StarCraft business is going to work. This eBay business is going to work. Like, I just always thought all these things would work. But then one after another, they all just kept hitting the shitter. They all just kept failing and failing and failing and failing. But I guess the one positive was that I never let that discourage me, because, you know, most people when they fail, it feels horrible, right? Yeah. And then you almost just want to quit. You just want to give up. But I never had that, right? So I just kept going. And I think whatever that is, that naivete, that irrational confidence, or maybe that stupidity, or whatever it was, that blindness to just keep going, was the one thing that worked for me. Because as soon as you give up and quit, that's when you've lost, right? Yeah. That's when your business has failed. If you can find a way to just keep pushing through the adversity, you know, maybe your first 10 businesses will fail, and then maybe the 11th one will work. Or I don't know, like it's so different for everyone, right? But the moment you give up and quit, that's when you've lost. So you got to find a way to just stay in the game, right? That's why I tell YouTubers, it's just hit record, edit a little bit, post a video, move on to the next one, and just keep going. Like that's the best advice that I can give.
It seems like your mentality was kind of like I have nothing to lose, so you just keep on going.
But also, I did have nothing to lose, right? Because there wasn't like a day job to fall back on, a profession or a degree to use. Like there wasn't anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like starting from scratch just all the time.
Yeah.
So it was chaos.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I think your boy Mitch wants to come on here.
Sure, bro. That was fun. We went long, man. Holy shit. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, no problem, man.
We were just
we should do another one sometime, bro. Because I have more questions for sure, but like I don't want to take up the whole stream. I know Mitch wants to come on.
Yeah,
so
man.
Maybe another day we could definitely talk, bro. I had fun again. Had fun talking to you again, bro. Appreciate it.
For sure, man. Save the questions for the next time.
Yeah. All right, later, bro. Have a good one.
Later. Oh, that was epic. StarCraft business? Yeah, man. It's funny because that game, I still watch it to this day. Any StarCraft fans in the chat? Any of you guys play? Oh, excuse me. Anyone play StarCraft? It's literally a video game that's only popular by Koreans. Let's see. I used to play a lot, but it's been a few. Okay, so Simon's played. Was that cool? Thanks, Red. Not Red. Ray. Sorry. Thanks, Ray, for coming on. That was a lot of fun. I'll give you a call, Mitch. Or let me. I'm gonna DM you in Discord. Are you in Discord? Okay, I'm gonna send you a link. If this doesn't work, then I'll just call you on Discord and we can just do audio. That's fine. Yeah, that was fun, man. Ray had some really good questions. Especially for how young he is. Holy shit. Well, yeah, check out, if you guys are watching or confused who I'm talking about, it's our boy Ray. Let me link his channel. Let me link it in the chat. Rayside. So right there. For anyone that's watching, I guess, the replay of this stream or unsure what was going on. So that's Ray's channel. Oh shit. Okay, Mitch, I can see you. Let me see how this works. Okay, I'm gonna need someone in the chat to tell me if this works. Because I'm going to see. Hold on. How do I? Where's the link? Copy link. Okay. And then I have this new like setup here. Okay, so guest. Okay, Ray, you're in the chat. Let's see if this works. Oh snap! It kind of works.
All right, I see me.
But the
That's wild,
audio.
bro.
Can you guys hear the audio? I can't hear. I can't hear
What's
Mitch
going
though.
on, man?
Can you hear it? Anything? I can't hear anything though. How
It's
about
like
now?
a delay.
Oh, there. Okay, there. I can hear you. Whoa, it's like laggy this way though.
For me, it's like a delay. I hear
Yeah.
me. Should I turn the YouTube off?
I don't know. Guys in the chat, is this good? Can you see him? How's the audio? I'm still trying to figure out how this works.
Should I? Should I?
Because for me, it's like lag as hell. Red says the audio is good. Okay, maybe it's better if I just call you. It's a delay because he has the YouTube on. That's what Ray says. Okay, let me call you. I'll have to figure out this stuff later, but at least I got some of it to work.
All right, I'm gonna hang up, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, should I exit out of YouTube?
Okay, well at least, so you see how the new layout I want to have where I'm on one side and the other guest is on the other? But I'll have to still tinker with it. Okay, let me call you. Sorry guys, I'll figure out the video thing eventually. It's just like...
Going on, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? Okay, so you're just audio only in the stream. Can you guys hear Mitch?
Should I? Okay. Should I close out YouTube for this and just be on the call?
Yeah, just do that. You can turn off the video too if you want, so hopefully it reduces the lag. Yeah, just like that's cool.
All right, I'll close the video out. All right. What's going on, bro?
I don't know, man. Having fun. How was that conversation with Ray? I really enjoyed that. That was dope.
It was good, man. You was listening in? Oh, you talking about the one on the stream? It was awesome, bro. I wanted to say good presence, Ray, and way to go. I missed a lot of it because I had a few things come up at work, but yeah, allegedly. But yeah, it was cool.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so Red says one of y'all got to mute the YouTube stream. Okay, so it was like echoing then, probably. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll figure it out for next time.
All right, I'm back. I closed out the YouTube stream.
Okay. All right, cool. Has Red ever been on one of Derek's streams? No, our boy Red, he stays in the shadows.
Red might be a bot too.
Nah, Red, you think Red's a bot?
Red,
nah, Red's an OG, man. Red was
okay. Shout out to Red, man.
Here back in the day when I was struggling, bro. Man, it was.
What's up, man?
I want to
encourage. Do what?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminiscing on the old streams that I had.
I know that's right, but hey, want to encourage you, Derek. I think you're doing a great job, and I think these streams will take off. Want to encourage everybody listening to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the bell notification, and what's it called? Support the channel, man. If you can afford it, man, put some super chat money up there for our bro Derek, man. He's missing out on some monetization to do these streams for us, so show some love,
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, the streams are fun, right? Like it's also fun for me too, awesome, right?
Very chill. We have a good community. I know we all give Lee hell, but we have a good community. Everybody supports each other, and yeah, man.
We all give Lee hell. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to Lee though. We still love you. I don't know if you're a bot or not, but We got love for legendary Lee. Want to shout out Candy Wellness, Kandi space WELLNESS, Candy Wellness, Rayside, RAYCYDE, and then AFRH Music, Alpha Frank Romeo Henry Music, out in Norway. Freaking dope instrumentals, dope content from the previous 2 channels. And like Ray was saying, it's my theory that that's one of your buddies from like school or high school or something, and they're doing a text bot.
A text bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people we have are cool.
Do what?
Yeah, all the people that you've listed off that are also creating YouTube channels like Candy Wellness and Afro Music or AFRH Music. It's cool, man. I love seeing when other people take that leap of faith and start a channel too. It's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I have a few channels, but none of them are meant to be like monetized, and they're not really active per se. I may start one tonight because I've got kind of a mashup that I plan on making. So we'll see. It's all about being an underdog. But anyway, I got my David Goggins books with me. I don't always read them at work, but I mean, even just like reading one page at work is like pretty epic. And then I was going to show this on camera, but I know everyone follows Mitch really closely, right? So if you remember the Mitch podcast, my profile picture was this meme, 10 things to give up. And I think it's really good for self-improvement. And I have to work on it myself. So without further ado, 10 things to give up. Number 1, excuses. Number 2, self-doubt. Number 3, fear of failure. Number 4, procrastination. Number 5, people pleasing. Number 6, fear of success. Number 7, negative thinking. Number 8, negative self-talks. Number 9, judgment of others. Number 10, negative people in your circle. And number 11, shout out to Lee.
Number 11, shout out to Lee.
Legendary Lee.
Oh, man. Where do you think that, was it 6? The fear of success? Where do you think that comes from? You think that's real?
I think it can be real. I mean, it's like this. I was talking to one of my bros earlier, and we was talking about forgiving ourselves for mistakes that we made and moving forward. Whereas I think if I don't do that, and at least in my experience, it seems like if I don't forgive myself for the garbage that I've done, then it seems like I end up going back to that same stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like a cycle. But there is this movie, The Gambler.
The Gambler. 2014 movie? Oh, did bro disconnect? Let's see, The Gambler by Mark Wahlberg. So bro disconnected.
Sorry, my phone locked, bro. I forgot Discord is kind of whack like that. Yeah. What was the last thing?
So The Gambler movie?
Yeah. So dude was up, Paul Newman, he was up $15,000 in a heads-up pool game, and then he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't cash out and leave. And so to me, I interpreted that as fear of success. And then it's out of context now, but I was saying, you ain't got the answers, Sway. I ain't got the answers. I don't know if you remember Kanye being on Sway's universe like that.
Oh, Sway?
But,
yeah.
Yeah, he was like, bro, we can stop the interview right now. Like, you don't have to disrespect me. Anyway,
his freestyle was ass, though.
Was it the one where he's like, I'm gonna do the first freestyle that doesn't rhyme?
He's like, yeah, I can do it. I can make it rhyme. I'm like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
He was like, I was in a field. I saw a cow, and then I saw a giraffe. I'm gonna do the first freestyle that doesn't go together. Like, anyway,
I was like, what the heck? So weird.
Yeah, you know what? Is a hell of a drug. But no, I like Kanye, man. I think he's gotten emotionally invested into some things, and that's caused him to act out of anger, but maybe entitlement or something. But that's just my opinion. But he has spoken a lot of truth, in my opinion, and anyone that speaks truth, whether I disagree with you or not, I respect it. Um, but yeah, bro, I wanted to see if I could end up kicking a verse too. That's about self improvement. Yeah.
All right, like a rap?
Yeah, it's more like spoken word, but it is a rap.
What's spoken word?
It's a diss track. Spoken word is like poetry, lyrics.
Ah, okay. I've
It's a
heard of
diss
the
track
term, but
against
I've never known what it was. Spoken word.
yeah, like it's not. This isn't slam poetry, but slam poetry is like a battle, and I've actually did one of those when I was growing up. But it's like a competition and a battle in a way, almost like battle rap, but you're not necessarily going against. You're not necessarily dissing people. You're just trying to have the dopest, like best content, and then there's judges, and you advance and whatever. And I was like 1 point away from advancing, but
Oh, dang.
there's a pretty cool TV show, Def Poetry. It's not on the air anymore, but it was Most Def was the host, and he would have rappers and poets on, and they would get on stage almost like stand-up comedy, and they would just like perform their poems and stuff. Like it was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I've got this verse if y'all want to hear it, man.
Go. Take your shot, bro.
Cool, appreciate it. Yeah, shout out Melissa. No, I'm saying.
I'm
joking.
shouting at
But
all
yeah.
the wrong people.
I know, right?
Fuck.
Yeah, I wore my camo today, man, because I'm in the lab, quote unquote. I'm gonna be doing some recording tonight, and then sending it out to some people. But anyway, all right, this is August 17th, 2023. All right, getting a little nervous, but now I'm gonna say I'm not getting nervous because I'm trying to speak positive. There we go. Penitentiary chances? Hell no, I'm making elementary advances. Exponentially reaping what I planted. Incrementally setting establishing standards. Fundamentally improving, reversing, reverting, healing the damages, trust. We literally uprooting cancers. With dexterity, we filterly eliminate the excuses and the cancers. Incidentally seeking and finding answers. Internal inventing, pondering questions, yielding transfers, the solutions to the problems, and attending endlessly to the wisdom over banning. Choosing righteous energy. Real talk over chatter. From faith to faith, from life to death, and life to the after. Open up the chapter, fall down, get back up. Let's see, this guy interrupted my stuff, but see what's going on here. I don't know why he did that. Anyway, hold on, I got to put my other Bluetooth in, man. Technical difficulties.
Oh, shit.
Gotta get my attorneys.
Someone just interrupted you?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that dude just randomly like hit his horn, but whatever. All right, so real talk over chatter, from faith to faith, from life to death, then life to the after. Open up another chapter, fall down, get back up, again, no matter the cost, persevering, severing ties with all negativity, running, sprinting, striving, driven, willing myself past the finish line, one day at a time. Feelings could never overstand the facts, the truth, the soul, eternal glows. We turn the mind to gold, a wealth of knowledge, wealth of wisdom, wealth of peace. Their riches perish, dummies. The mummies are proof positive. Credit to Denzel. The Egyptians tried taking their possessions with them to the other side. They were left robbed and left to die. In a world so cold, yet we must overcome all adversity. Be and remain bold as a lion. In the face of evil, we show love. To the plate daily we step up. Until the day we die, we have love and the wisdom sent from up above. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee in the eye of the storm. The fighting spirit of Reuben Hurricane Carter lives on. We trade nor barter nothing in exchange for the prize won, pushing past the finish line until we hear from the Messiah, my good and faithful servant. Well done.
Damn, son. Spitting bars. Who's Reuben Carter?
So Reuben Carter is there's a movie called Hurricane with Denzel Washington. True story. It was a famous boxer, one of the champs at the time, and he was framed for murder. I don't know what the YouTube algorithm allows, but he was framed for murder. And the story is about this young man named Lesera. You know, Reuben Hurricane Carter had given up on his freedom. Like, no, this is just the way it is. Like, there's no way to get out. And this young man from like Brooklyn, New York, got his book, and then basically people went and see if they could set him free from prison. It's just a really deep movie, kind of like Just Mercy, with Jamie Foxx. True story, and really, really good music. I mean, really good music, but really, really good movie. And then the end credit song is called Hurricane by The Roots, featuring Mos Def, Common, and a few other people. And Mos Def's verse is really deep. It's all about time. But yeah, Reuben Hurricane Carter. Yeah, that movie, bro. You might mess up and cry in that movie, bro. It's that good.
Oh.
But yeah, man.
Are you a big movie buff?
I am, bro. I'm a functioning movie addict. You know what I'm saying?
Functioning movie addict. Oh, yeah. Red said, Mitch, you can rhyme, man. Good work. Props from our boy.
I appreciate it, Red. Appreciate it, Red. Shout out to Red, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on, bro. I probably got another verse or two, but it just all depends on how much time you got and what direction you want to go with the stream.
Let's just converse about some stuff. Let's talk.
Sounds good. Well, I'll defer to you.
So, you strike me as someone that has lots of ideas. So, have you figured out something you want to pinpoint or zone in on?
So, right now, I'm pursuing sales. I also want to shout out Martin, man, that young brother right there over in Great Britain. Very, very intelligent. And I'll just say to Martin, man, your voice matters and never give up, bro. Like, super intelligent, way ahead of your time. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get there, bro. I have no doubt that you're going to get there. So just stay at it, you know what I'm saying? Never give up. But yeah, right now I'm thinking sales. And I'm talking to a few people, Ray included, man. He's been helping me out with some wisdom and knowledge on that. But I do believe I have that gift, and I'd like to see if I can make some pretty good commission this year. And then from there, I want to take that money and hopefully buy some land, but develop some products and start some businesses. Excuse me, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, one of my weaknesses is being unorganized as hell. And just being all over the place, like how Ray called me out earlier, which is true. So if I'm ever on some BS, I mean, hey, I'd rather y'all cuss me out or just call me out, you know, and tell me the truth than, you know, let me be in some BS, you know?
Yeah, my concern is not like calling you out or calling bullshit or anything. It's just that unfortunately, in business, it sucks to be a Renaissance man. And if you do a lot of things well, you don't really get compensated. You have to do one thing really, really well. So I think that's like what the biggest key is, because I had that problem for the longest time. I wanted to do video, YouTube, website, blog. Like I wanted to do too many things. And so it wasn't until I'm like, okay, let me focus in on this one channel for business. Let's focus in on my live stream, the podcast, the newsletter, all that other stuff, whatever. That can happen when it happens. But I think it's like it's key to focus in on just like a couple things and really sharpen your blade and get really, really good at something. I think that's where like that's the biggest key, especially for someone like you, right?
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, like for me, if I could go back and give up all the like awareness of the evil in the world knowledge type stuff, I'd probably give about 95% about that. If I could go back and be like 15 or be like Martin's age, you know what I'm saying, and be on this David Goggins mentality, being an entrepreneur, being an investor, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, to go back to your original question, earlier, what was it, late last year, somewhere in there, I really did have the one idea that I was starting to pour everything into, which is opening up a basketball gym. and it would basically serve as way more. Basketball could possibly even be like a lost lead, but it would serve as an event space and like so much more. But before I end this rant right here, I went and had a quote unquote business meeting with one of the coaches out here at the local one of the local rec centers that we go to. That we actually started a league last year, so that was pretty cool. It was a good victory. But anyway, talked to him for a few hours, right, on a work night. Get off at 5:30 p.m., go talk to him at 6, talking to him till like 9 p.m. And then I go home, I go to sleep. I took notes with him, and then I go to sleep. I woke up at, Woke up at like 4 a.m. and wrote in a notebook. I wrote like not 40 full pages, but like 40 pages. Like each page was like another concept related to this gym and like my plans for it, and wrote for like 2 hours straight, and then went into work. And so it was like, damn, I finally found like the one thing, but right now I just don't have the money because of mismanaging my financials, gambling, this and that. So that's what I'm saying to myself and to y'all is don't make my mistakes, man. Don't get out of shape. Don't mismanage your money. Like save it, but definitely invest it. Make your money make money for you. And if you can, bro, get free of these damn rat race jobs, man. They just got you on a hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care about you either. Like they can at least in America, everything down near is at will employment, which literally says in the contract they can fire you for no reason. And you can quit for no reason. So it's kind of a legalese type situation, but yeah.
Damn, that's interesting. Yeah, you mentioned the rat race. It's an interesting predicament to be in. I used to have this opinion that I was 100% against the whole rat race, but I think I've kind of changed my perspective on that. I think it's still beneficial in a sense because making money is hard. Like making money is hard, dude. I don't care what you do. Garbage man, crosswalk person, I don't know, bus driver, like any type of work is respectable. But what I realize is that there's more than enough time in the day to work, but also work on your side gig or side project.
Right.
And that just because the work day ends at 5, that doesn't mean that your day has to end at 5 as well, right? So you still have like a couple hours after that. So in your situation, you could, let's say, for example, get a job in sales, right? And you're honing your skills on sales. But then on the side, when your shift is done or when your day is done and you go home, like don't fall victim to instant gratification and Netflix and movies and video games and gambling. Use that time for all these creative outlets like your spoken word or your writing or whatever, the basketball gym, right? So I think there's a lot of value from having a job as well, but also like getting after it, right? Like really utilizing your time properly and figuring out like what business can I focus in on instead of like spreading yourself too thin and working on 10 different things at once. Like say you're writing a book, you have the basketball thing, you're doing sales, you're doing some spoken word, you want to do some next biz, like it's too much all going on at the same time, right? So I think you really need to focus in on a couple, like with the sales job. Then that will definitely help.
Right. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've got, let's see, let me find this one. Got 3 quotes. I got a lot of quotes, but let's see. Well, here's one. I haven't seen this one until now, but Inky Johnson, this is the beginning of a new day. You've been given this day to use as you will. You can waste it or use it for good. And then paraphrasing the quote that I heard from him recently is, you can recover anything that's been lost except wasted time. So I thought it was pretty good. Hold on one second, man. I gotta.
Inky Johnson, is that the guy that played football? The motivational speaker?
Yeah. Hey, sir, what's your trailer number? Let me go on mute real quick. All right, sorry about that, man.
It's
My
all good,
wage
bro.
job called my name.
You keep getting interrupted.
I know, man. It's like trucker randomly honks the horn, like, okay, bro, haters gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? But
Haters gonna hate.
yeah, great throwback to early 2000s terminology. So Cat Williams, two quotes that I thought is that dope from Cat Williams. He said, "I remember thinking at the age of 3 that I invented the concept of lying. By a brilliant thought process, I figured out I could fib and avoid the repercussions for something I had done because lying meant that it never happened. However, by the time I was 5, I came to hate lying and think of it as the worst thing in the world. That's my earliest memory. Weird but true." And then, let's see. He said, "The past is something for you to learn from, and the future is something that you hope is going to happen. But I'm always speaking to my actual fans in present tense." This is probably my favorite quote by him right now. He said, "I've yet to meet someone who was successful who was even slightly negative. That comes from a muscle training. You can work on negativity and weed it out of your life. I've noticed that all the people who acted as if they were going to be gone too soon were gone too soon."
Hmm. Yeah, I resonate with that one. That one makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that one is deep. But how have you been, man? How's your family, and how's everything going?
Things are good. Things are good. My son had a little. He was sick for a little bit, but other than that, just grinding it out, bro. There's all this. You see this as well too, being in the U.S. Like this whole interest rate economy thing, inflation, cost of living.
Oh, yes.
It's like, dude, it's out of control, man. This is why it's so important to take personal finance seriously or have some type of education when it comes to
Yeah.
money or finance, because like look at this, all of a sudden in what, 3 years the price of everything has doubled. Like think of like the beginning of COVID, right, until now, like everything
Right.
has literally doubled in price. It's crazy. Like it's
Right.
absolutely crazy. And imagine all the people living paycheck to paycheck, and then the cost
Oh,
of
yeah.
everything doubles. Like how does that work? Like how do people survive, right? So I'm
It
just
doesn't
trying
work.
to take it in stride. It's tough times right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. There's a verse from the Apocrypha. So the Apocrypha is a group of books that was originally in the 1611 King James Bible. That was removed, in my opinion, by the rhymes with Catholic Church for different reasons of control and not and hiding truth and history. But if you read the books of the Apocrypha, which is like Ecclesiasticus, which is also known as Sirach, the Wisdom of Solomon. Um,
I have
I'm
no
getting nervous
idea
now,
what
but
any of that is, bro.
anyway, so bro, if you check it out, it's really deep. Like First and Second Esdras, Esdras. It's like there's prophecy in it. It talks about the real Jesus, the Messiah. It talks about wisdom, kind of similar to the Book of Proverbs, and a history that bridges the Old and the New Testament. But a verse that I wanted to read is, let's see. Okay, so it's a few, but it's Ecclesiasticus 33 verses 19 to 23. It's, "Give not your son and wife, your brother and your friend, power over you while you live, and give not your goods to another, unless it repent you," or unless it's like, damn, I shouldn't have done that, "and you ask for the same thing back. As long as you live and have breath in you, don't give yourself over to anyone, for it's better that your children should seek to you than that you should stand to their courtesy, or having to ask someone for help. In all your works, keep to yourself the preeminence, and leave not a stain in your honor. At the time when you shall end your days and finish your life, distribute your inheritance." So basically, it's like, man, don't be putting people above you to make decisions that you should be making. Is my interpretation. And if I'm wrong, then anyone take me on the chin for that. But I think that's a
Jeez.
pretty deep concept.
That shit went well over my head, bro. If I'm being
Oh,
honest.
so
Just like, what the fuck?
all good.
It's so complicated.
He dropped the WTF bomb.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all good, man. But
ESDRAS or ES?
yeah, that's
that?
like prophecy. So the first and second book of Esdras, ESDRAS, is basically prophecy about like the end of the world and stuff like that.
Oh,
And it's
shit.
really, really deep. It lines up with Revelation and stuff like that. And then there's verses. Let me see if I can find it.
It's Greek.
I'm not gonna read. It probably is, but I mean it's in English. Let's see. So if any, there we go. So okay, it's kind of like a double whammy right here because these books were removed from the Bible. Even though if you look at a 1611 King James Bible, it has the Apocrypha in it. And ironically enough, at a poker game where I deal some legal card tournaments, it's at a American Legion, and they actually have a 1611 King James Bible there. And I looked in it, and it has the Apocrypha, the books of the Apocrypha. Apocrypha means hidden books. My uncle calls it the Apocrypha because he's country, but
It's
kind of like some of the yeah. It's kind of like shout out my Uncle Tim, man. But it's kind of like some of the hidden books of the Bible. And just interesting history, too, is that the Ethiopians, they will always have my respect because the Ethiopians stood there, going back to the whole preeminence thing. They were like, no, y'all aren't going to control us. We're not removing any books from the Bible. So if you look up the Ethiopian Bible, what is it? It has a lot more books in it because they didn't remove the books from the Bible. And then I'll say, too, like, one thing that, at least this was literally my experience growing up because I was raised in the Christian, like, Baptist church, and then I just got so mad at it. I mean, obviously, I was a hypocrite, but I'm like, man, y'all are fake as hell. Like, this is whack. Like, y'all do this, but you say this, but, I was just mad as a teenager. And but anyway, I started looking at the Bible kind of slant-eyed, like, this is whack. Like, but basically a lot of the books of the Bible were around before there was like this religion of like Christianity is all I'm going to say. But the whole double whammy thing is the book of Second Esdras, right, was removed from the Bible. It was in the Apocrypha. But even in the last few years, they found, Second Esdras, ESDRAS, chapter 7, verses 79 through 129 were removed from a book that was removed. And it talks about the 7 forms of torment for those that had no use for the ways of the Most High God and hated those who worship him. And then it talks about the 7 forms of peace for those that kept his law and, followed him and repented of their sins. Repentance is just turning away from a wicked way. That's really all it is. And I mean, praying is just talking to the Most High. And I mean, you definitely want to show respect, which is the fear of the Most High is different than the fear of man. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, and it drives away sins. But it's not like a paralyzing, like horror movie, like make you jump fear. It's just a reverence. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it says in Ecclesiastes. Is the whole conclusion of the matter is fear God and keep his commandments. It's really simple, and his commandments are not grievous. Like they're not. It's not like he's saying, "Hey, carry 2,000 pounds." It's like, man, don't murder, don't steal, don't commit adultery. Don't lie. And anyway, Second Esdras chapter 7, verses 79 through 129 talks about 7 forms of torment for those that rejected the Most High, and 7 forms of peace for those that kept his law and repented of their sins. And basically, no matter what you or anybody believes, I would dare you just to read that because it really explains like what happens after you die very descriptively. And like it makes a lot of common sense. Like, oh, okay, that's probably why they left it out the Bible. But yeah, I know I'm rambling. So
this is what I mean. You know too much about a whole bunch of random stuff.
I know, man.
I've never heard of the Apocrypha before. That the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm
you got it right.
Googling it. I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, what the hell is this? I've never heard of this ever.
Yeah, man. And then there's also like people would try to be like, oh, they took that out the Bible because it's like devilish or something. But no, that's not why they took it out the Bible. You
Jesus.
read it for yourself and, test and prove all things and see what's true. You'll be like, oh, well, that lines up perfectly with the Bible. And anyway, but yeah, man. Yeah.
This thing's like
But I
super
would
long.
it is, bro. It is.
I have no time for that, bro.
I'll just say, I know, right? I'll just say anyone that don't let the hypocrisy and the traditions of men steer you away from the truth. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to. That's what happened to me for years, bro. I hated, the Most High, and I was really rebellious and this and that. But I was so mad at the institutions and just the religion, the false religion kind of stuff, that it made me resentful towards seeking truth. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man.
So it sounds like religion is a big part of your life.
Well, it is, but it's not. I don't ascribe to the Christian religion anymore. If you want to call me a Christian because I followed Jesus, and keep his commandments, I'm not as obedient as I should be, and I'm working on that. But I'm no longer I don't go to church on Sunday. I don't do that stuff no more. And so in terms of me being a part of the religion of Christianity, no. But I do believe in the real Jesus and keeping his commandments. That's really the whole message that he gave. He was well, if you love me, just keep my commandments. It's pretty simple, but they try to make it really complicated. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is way outside of my area of knowledge. I don't know anything that's literally none of this.
It's all
I don't
good,
know,
man.
bro.
I'm not an expert. It's all good.
This is a lot going on here. This is too much for me. Too much for me to read. These guys are asking, bro, where's Lee? Lee's software.
I know,
updating?
Where's Lee at, bro? Where's Lee? We got to get Lee on here. Did you see the Lakers beat the Clippers?
Oh, that game was epic. It was the 20-something point comeback, right?
Yeah, I think in the fourth quarter. And then I guess because I was so tired, I was oh, they're losing by 2. But then they were winning by 2 and they won. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I turned it off. I thought the game was done. Then all of a sudden the next day I saw the box score and I was like, yo, what? How? So I had to watch the replay on YouTube of the game, and they have that 9-minute replay or whatever, so I watched that. Unbelievable.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, one of my friends that basically was on a path to the NBA, but some stuff happened, but he played college ball and knows a bunch of people and all that, but he was watching the 81-point Kobe game, and the Lakers were down early. He's like, oh, this is over. And so he I think he ended up turning it back on in the fourth quarter once Kobe had 81 points or whatever. But yeah,
that was against us. That was against Toronto.
Yeah, I was gonna shout out JT from Canada, but I don't think I can shout him out.
JT. Oh, come on.
Oh, JT.
Yes.
Can't shout him out. No.
That's definitely not my boy.
No, man. Can't do it.
Oh man, dude, we're over 2 hours. Let's wrap this thing up.
All right,
I usually wrap the stream up at 2.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all, hope y'all have a blessed night, man, and talk to y'all soon.
You too, Mitch. Have a good night, bro.
Appreciate it, brother. Peace.
JT Justin Timberlake? No, we're talking about our boy, the Canadian Prime Minister. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. This was a fun, sporadic stream. Had Ray on and Mitch. Yeah, let's call it for a night. That was pretty good. That was a good stream. All right, guys, Red, if you're still there, Sam, who else is here? Simon, and of course, Mitch and Ray. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for stopping by. This was an interesting, fun stream. And the next one, we'll do it on Tuesday. So until then, have a good Monday, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.